Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is going to be a very loud and very punchy, very colorful makeup tutorial right here. It's very warm toned with a touch of cool toned. I decided to use two palettes for this tutorial today. One is the Subculture from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is it right here. And then the other one is the Festival by Juvia's Place. I actually mostly used this palette right here, but you can see there's a lot of like warm tones in here. I have some burgundy, I have some red, pink, orange, turquoise. I have like a really beautiful pastel green in the waterline, and then all of that paired with a sort of like a vintagey red lip. There's a lot going on in this look. It's very loud, very vibrant. But if you want to see how I created this look right here, then of course keep on watching. Hello and welcome to another video in which I basically try and create a makeup look, and in the process I come to the conclusion that I must be terrible at makeup, and I basically start doubting my abilities to create interesting and attractive makeup looks. And why am I still talking? Oh wait, it's because I'm filming a video. Haha, so funny, Anya, you are so hilarious. But seriously though, today we're going to be creating a makeup look, get ready with me tutorial type video. I have no idea what we're doing. I do know that it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I have procrastinated on filming long enough, and it is high time that I actually sit down and film. So I'm gonna be filming a Will I Buy It after this video, and hopefully some other videos as well. But before I get into it, I absolutely have to put on makeup because ain't nobody wanna see this on the internet. I'm just joking. But seriously, I literally just want to put on makeup today, so hence why I'm filming this video. So anyway, I want to use a few things. I mostly want to use this palette right here, the Subculture palette, the palette that inspires so many emotions within everybody. And then I have also a few other palettes in my selection today. I have the Festival palette, which we may or may not use. I have the Saharan palette, which we may or may not use. I have the Colored Rain palette, which we may or may not use. I have not made a decision yet. We will see what happens. I think I'm kind of leaning towards the Festival palette and this palette combined. I don't think I've ever combined these two palettes before in my YouTube existence, so I figured I might as well do that today. So first off, I'm just going to be taking this palette. I'll be using a tiny brush. Where is it? To create a brow bone highlight. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I'll be using this color right here, and I believe I'm just gonna place this into my brow bone. By the way, guys, I know you probably don't care, and that's okay, but I'm just gonna ramble on. My sister and I went to the pool for the first time. It was my first time going to the pool this summer, and I decided to basically sit there and soak up some sun. The only problem with that was A, I wasn't wearing sunscreen. I know, very irresponsible of me. But B, there was no sun. It was cloudy out. And I think that like I went at like, we were there at like 10:30, and then we left at like, or I left at like 11:30 because I had to go to work then. And I think that the people that were like the lifeguards at the pool, they were probably thinking, what are these people doing? They're not going in the pool, they're just sitting by it. Yes, I've turned into that girl. I just like being outside, and I like sitting outside, you know, especially when it's warm. Okay, now I want to go in with a flat brush, and I want to dip into this color from the Subculture palette called All Star. It is, in my mind, a very dark burgundy shade, and this will be placed into my outer corners. See, my thing with Subculture is that I really like the color scheme, but Subculture just in general, it's a palette that I literally, whenever I use it, I immediately start doubting my my existing skills, because I start thinking that my existing skills are in fact non-existent, at least when it comes to makeup. But yes, I do have a kind of like a rule going with Subculture that whenever I use it, I have to use it with other palettes and other eyeshadows, so I don't use solely this palette because it's just so unpredictable. And B, my second rule is that I have to use no more than 2 colors from the palette in one look at the same time, because if I start using more colors, it just turns into a mess and I start getting sad. So yeah, which is why now that this has been applied, I'm pretty much going to go into my festival palette. I'm going to dip another brush into this red color, and I'm going to use this to help blend out these edges because I don't trust myself to use another color from this palette. I mean, see, I like this palette, I like the color scheme, I like the pigmentation aspect, but it's just difficult to use, and my knowledge of color theory is evidently not that strong. So anyway, I'm just going to use this red color, and I'm going to blend out the edges of this red, of this reddish, brownish color. We'll see what happens. A confession that I feel absolutely has to be made is that I truly believe that I'm better at doing this eye than doing this eye with like any aspect of makeup, winged liner, eyeshadow, like everything. I do notice that I'm just better at doing this eye. It might be because like there's just like more lighting on this side of my face in my videos because the window's this side, I don't know. But anyway, I think that now I want to go ahead and maybe do like a really bright pink eyelid. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take my finger, dip it into this brilliant pink eyeshadow, and I'm just going to press it right into the center of my eyelid. I mean, I know that it's like a little bit unconventional, I guess, doing matte eyeshadows and just putting them on your lid with your fingers. I just like it. I mean, I like the way it just turns out. And yes, the room did just get a little bit dark. Yes, now it's gonna get lighter again. I mean, this is what happens when you film later in the day in this room, because then the lighting just starts changing. But anywho's, where's that little brush that I was using? Oh, there it is. This is actually like the Anastasia Beverly Hills brushes, or one of them that you can get in the eyeshadow palettes, and I absolutely love it, and it's one of my favorite brushes. And anyway, I'm just going to use this to blend out the edges of that pink. Just slightly. But yes, I really do like applying eyeshadows with my fingers because I feel that then you're able to get almost the look of a swatch on your eyes, which I really do like. I basically want my eyeshadow to look the same as it does when it's swatched. I just prefer using my fingers to apply eyeshadows because that way I'm able to get the most brilliant effect. And yes, a lot of times it doesn't end up looking absolutely perfect, and if you're looking for like symmetry and if you're looking for precision, use a brush, obviously. But if you're like me and you're just looking for like vivid color and you're okay if it's uneven and you're okay if it's not absolutely perfect, then I would suggest using your fingers. It's fun. I like it a lot. But yes, anyway, I think that's it so far for that color. I will be moving on to another fun color later on that I think you'll enjoy. But now I'm going to go and cover this stuff up. For some reason I've been breaking out, and I don't know why. I think it might be hormones. I think, hopefully, that's all it is, because I truly despise breaking out. It is just irritating because I'm somebody, like, I just literally, like, I've told you guys this before, I don't like wearing foundation. I wear foundation sometimes in videos. I do like the effect of face products when you put them on top of foundation. I feel like it honestly and truly does look better, and I do like to even my skin out, especially when I'm doing videos. But at my core, I just like wearing no foundation, and when I have like a blemish like that, it's just kind of irritating because I don't know, it's irritating and I don't like it. I'm gonna use this color right here from Color Drain. This is a pressed pigment in the shade Gumby, and it happens to be one of my favorite single eyeshadows in my entire collection. I love it so much. I'm gonna pack this into my lower lash line and hope for the best. Alright, so now that I have done that lower lash line, it is time for my inner corner highlight, which is today not necessarily going to be a highlight, but it is going to be the addition of this beautiful orange shade right here. I love this color so much. It is, I would classify this as a neon orange, maybe a little bit of a darker orange. I mean, okay, on camera, strangely enough, it looks a little bit more lackluster than it does in real life, because in real life, I'm looking at it in my mirror right here. In real life, it looks very vibrant, but on camera, it looks kind of like a muted orange. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just going to apply this into my inner corner, really pack it in. I'm not going to try to blend it out too much because of that green in my lower lash line. I really don't want it to look too messy. So we'll see how this turns out. I'm also going to take the pad of my finger and gently sweep the color into my inner crease as well. So it creates like this kind of look right here. Now I want to do a liner in my lower lash line, and for that, I believe I want to use this one right here. This is the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Zulu. I look at this liner and I see something that's like very just like pastel-y and very light. And I feel like this will be like very, I think, a good addition to this look because we have like that really deep green and we have that really vivid orange. And I feel like those colors specifically would be very much supported by a shade such as this in the waterline. So let's just try this out and see how it goes. Now I'm going to do some highlighting. First of all, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild. This is the Hello Halo liquid highlighter, and the one I'm using right now is in the shade Gilded Glow. This is like a very gold type highlight that I quite like. So usually what I do is I put this on the highest point of my face. I then take a synthetic brush. I mean, this is the Morphe E8 brush. You can use like whatever one you have. And then I lightly just work to stipple this out. I don't try to like swipe it around. I don't try to blend it out as much. I just, what I do is I just stipple, and then I like to just slightly wipe at it. That sounds really weird, but I mean, it's a combination of stippling / blending / wiping to really create an effect that is still very blinding and still very highlightery, but still very blended. I think I want to do a little bit of blush. I know, alright? It's so weird for me to be using blush. So yeah, I mean, I kind of like blush, but I specifically really do like the Milani Baked blushes. This one right here is in the shade number 2, Rose de Oro. And I think that I'm just going to take a little bit of it, apply it to my face, and probably doing this in a very unconventional manner. I just want to apply a little bit to really just essentially give my face like this sun-kissed blush effect. I really do like how this specific blush like has a lot of gold in it. I kind of like that in a blush. And then I'm going to take this brush right here. This is like a contour brush that I like to use, and then I'll be taking this bronzer. I'm using this end right here, the cool tone brown one, and this is from Milani. This is the bronzer extra large all over glow, and this specific one that I'm using today is shade number 2, Fake Tan. I like to apply bronzer slash contour on top of blush because I feel like then it really just blends into the skin that much more easily. I still am not like altogether obsessed with like the blush effect on me, and I like to mix blushes in with my contour because I feel like then it looks a little bit more seamless and natural and a little bit closer to what I like to see on my own face. Because, I mean, yeah, like I think that certain makeup looks so good on other people, but then I kind of have like a very specific idea of what I like and what I like on my face because I'm so like, I guess, picky when it comes to my face makeup and what looks good on me, that I don't necessarily tend to go for like really rosy tones on myself. But now that I have my face makeup pretty much already completed, I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara and apply some false lashes, and then I'll be right back. Now that I have my lashes on, I'm going to move on to some lip stuff. I really want to use this red lipstick. This is a lippy stick from ColourPop, and it is in the shade Love Life, and it is their Matte X formula. This is a very pigmented, very velvety matte color. We are going to be using a lip gloss on top of this, but first I'm going to apply this all over my lips and then we'll move on from there. For my lip gloss, I believe I do want to use this one right here. This is a Buxom full-on lip cream in the shade White Russian. I'm basically going to take some on my fingertip and I'm just going to press it on, focusing more on the center of my lips, but also spreading it around my outer, the outer portion of my lips as well. To finish off this look, I'm going to take a little bit more of that pink color, and I think I want to intensify it right in this specific area of my eye to really make the shade pop in that region. But that is pretty much the end of this look right here. It is quite like, in my mind, a very loud makeup look. I don't think it's everybody's cup of tea, quite frankly, but I really do like how loud and punchy this look is. Let me know what you think in the comments below, but nevertheless, thank you so much for watching till the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it interesting, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys.